if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you about it. It's free, which is amazing. And there are these really cool creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will even distribute your podcast for you, so it's easy to be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get podcasts. And you get to make money with no minimum listenership, which is really cool. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right away.
Yoga teachers, mindfulness leaders, and energy workers, are you ready to stop side hustling and start making an income doing what you love? Welcome to the Marketing Off the Mat podcast. Each week, your host, Jessica Cross, dives into conversations with successful creatives in wellness, business, marketing, and more to uncover practical methods to take your business from A to B and have some fun along the way. Grab some tea and pull up a seat. Let's dive into this episode.
Welcome back to the show. It's Jess, and I have a solo episode here for you today, and I'm so glad that you joined. I know you might be guessing, but would it be true that you clicked on this episode because potentially the title was triggering? Well, I didn't mean to trigger, but I hope that it caught your attention because I think that I have an unpopular opinion, and maybe that you do too, or you've started to explore this idea that teacher trainings, or taking a lot of teacher trainings beyond our initial 200 hours and essentials, are a means of distraction or perhaps even avoidance in working in our business. So, all right, hang in here with me. I got a few things for you. So I want to make sure that you're not taking teacher trainings by means of collecting things, or because you're seeking some sort of validation or the stamp of approval or the permission, if you will, to own your own business, to make money in serving from your business. Okay, so I see a lot of teachers taking trainings as means of a distraction, and I'm raising my hand because I am one of those teachers too. I have been 100% guilty of this, and that's why I share from this place, is because I want to save you some time. I want to save you a little bit of money, and I want to get you out there actually serving and stop collecting these trainings unless you want to. Okay, so here's the two parts of this unpopular opinion. I see a lot of teachers taking teacher trainings, tons of trainings, in ways that feel like progress. And I really believe that for many, taking tons of trainings is actually a distraction. It could be a distraction from being visible, like any way that you're visible when you're on Instagram is one example, maybe one that we think about a lot, but being visible in terms of sticking your hand up and saying, hey, I'm willing to help you with that problem. Hey, student, I can help serve in a way that I'm well trained to do, and actually doing the thing, so to speak. So another way that taking trainings distracts us from our business is actually telling people how you can help them. and that kind of goes back to the visibility point, right? But saying that you can stick your hand up and say, okay, yeah, that's something that I can do. Another thing is actually making offers in your business, and that can be anyway from sending them out in your email list, putting them on your website, or literally face to face when someone has a problem that's 100% in your lane to solve, saying, hey, let me help you with that. Here's my price. That's an offer too. So it can distract us, these trainings, from making those offers. And it can also just overall as a whole is from building a business you're meant to. So if you're waiting for somebody to give you the validation, this certificate from your training, to say, okay, now go forth and teach, now go forth and make money, it's never going to happen. And I'm sorry to say, because you're seeking something that can only come from within. Only you, and I'm going to say too, only you can give yourself that validation. And you still need your 200 hour. You still need the things that you need, the essentials. And also, here's part two of this unpopular opinion. you also need the things that fill your cup. So I know a lot of teachers, again, myself, who take trainings from a point of a need for connection, a need for inspiration, to touch back in, to fill their own cups. That's the way I want you to take teacher trainings. That's the way I want you to dive into that course. Maybe you're looking at a degree program that supports your yoga teaching or your wellness offerings. I want you to take these as something that will serve you so well in means of inspiration and means of, filling your own cup, and not as means of validation, because you're already 100% worthy. If you clicked on this episode, you have training, you have experience. And if you're in the middle of those two things, you are in progress of those two things. So that additional training that, I'll just wait until I get the insert certificate here, is actually an avoidance tactic. I'm going to offer that to you today. So, and with so much love, because I want you to feel and recognize that you're worthy 1000% to do what it is that you do. And we need what it is that you do so deeply. So check yourself, get clear on the difference. And if you find yourself seeking validation and you're in that camp, there's no judgment here. Absolutely none, because I have been there and I have to check myself regularly that I am not there. But focus your energy, get very clear on the difference. And if you're finding yourself in the validation seeking camp, give yourself some compassion and refocus that energy on telling people how they can work with you instead. Okay. I hope that was helpful. This little mini tidbit today. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for listening to Marketing Off the Mat. I hope you keep showing up, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Off the Mat podcast, and give yourself some gratitude for taking action in your wellness business journey. Please share this episode with someone you know who could use a fresh dose of inspiration. And we'd be thrilled if you would rate, review, and subscribe to Marketing Off the Mat on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Want to share an idea with Jessica? DM her at jessicacross.co on Instagram to continue the conversation, or find out how she can help you take the next right step in your business. Until next time, stay inspired and keep showing up.